Oh, Nintendo, you're new to this channel. Chunsoft is not, however. And it's the millionth time we've seen MobiClip video codec. Anyhow, Meisters, welcome to a new project on the channel, 999. 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. This game was actually recommended to me back when we first started Danganronpa, and it has been on my radar ever since. So it's great to finally experience the game. So without further ado, let's start this game with a bang. This game is fiction. All names, characters, and incidents portrayed in this production are fictitious. Well, you don't want to get sued after all. Sound of waves. And metal plates. Oh, they kind of look like windows. Okay, it's a big ship. Oh no. Countdowns and beeping never go well in these types of games. We learned that from Danganronpa. Oh, that escalated quickly. It's the beginning of the game and shit's already exploding. I guess it really did start with a bang. A loud noise startled Junpei awake, and his eyes snapped open. As they adjusted to the light, he realized that he didn't recognize his surroundings. Ow! With a crack, Junpei's head connected with something metal. He rolled over and threw out his hand to steady himself, but he found himself groping at empty air. His balance lost, and his still fuzzy mind struggling to understand what was going on, Junpei tumbled down to the cold gray floor. Ouch! God damn it! Ah, what the hell? Junpei glared around the room, still trying to determine where he'd woken up. The fall had shaken the last cobwebs of sleep from his mind, and finally understood where he'd fallen from. It was a bed. A 3-level bunk bed, in fact. Ah, well that would hurt! Junpei had fallen, apparently from the topmost bunk. His shoulder hurt, his knee hurt, his hip hurt, his entire body hurt. And be expected. Tumbled onto a steel floor, probably, by the sound of it. He could feel a bump forming on his forehead, where he'd slammed it against the low ceiling. He wondered if that bump was the reason he felt his vision wavering a bit, but that seemed unlikely. At first, he thought the tremor that ran through his legs was just another effect of his rude awakening, but as soon as he looked around, he realized it was real. The whole room was shaking. Well, the ship did just explode. It wasn't an earthquake, he wondered. It didn't seem likely. It was shaking far too quickly for an earthquake. Then again, Junpei had no idea what it was, if not an earthquake. He tried to tell himself it was important. Junpei rubbed the growing bump on his head and gingerly climbed to his feet. His balance regained, he finally took his first good look around the room. A cabin of sorts? And he muttered to himself, "Where am I?" His pain momentarily forgotten in the face of the confusion of his circumstances, Junpei looked around the room once again. Minutes passed while Junpei struggled to get his bearings. Well, at least the shaking stopped. Then as suddenly as they had begun, the tremors ceased. Oh, that's cool. There's like a little ship there of smoke coming out of it. That's probably where the explosion happened. A cold silence fell over the room. Okay, I don't like that creaking. Not one bit. Junpei could hear the sound of squeaking metal from somewhere far off. He felt his stomach tighten. There were thousands of things that sound could have been, but none of the things he could think of were good. Me and him on the same page. In an attempt to distract himself, Junpei looked around the room once more. There was a stove that looked more antique than functional. Wouldn't surprise me one bit if it was functional. Most antiques last forever. Literally. The 3-level bunk bed had mattresses that were so thin that they were little more than blankets. On the other side of the room was an identical bed, and set into the wall between the beds was a slightly dirty iron door. The first thing Junpei noticed about the door was a number roughly emblazoned across it. On the surface of the door, in red paint, someone had written, the number 5? 5? What's this 5 mean? Suspicious and still utterly confused, Junpei approached the door slowly. Standing at last in front of the door, Junpei grabbed hold of the L-shaped handle. A push yielded no movement, and a pull the same result. So it's locked. A few more tries cemented the truth in Junpei's mind. It wouldn't open. No matter how much he pushed and shoved, the handle wouldn't budge. Next to the door was an odd-looking device that reminded Junpei of a card reader. It didn't take a genius to figure out that the odd-looking device was keeping the door shut. Junpei knocked hard on the door. Hey! Hello? Is anyone there? Open the door! There was no response. Junpei threw his left fist into the door and stopped. What the hell is this? He wasn't really sure what else to say. On his left wrist was a bracelet of sorts he'd never seen before. In the center was a large LCD display. It looked like nothing else so much as a watch, but it clearly wasn't that. After all, it showed only a single number. 5. That's the same as the door. True, the numbers were the same, but he had no idea what that might mean. All he knew was that it was strange, and he wanted it off. Damn right, I don't like strange things plastered onto my wrist. Junpei flipped his hand over as if to remove a watch, but... okay, well, it's not coming off. The other side of the bracelet was solid, no buckle, no clasp, and nothing. I'm getting a Batum feeling from this. He sighed and flipped the thing back over. There were a number of rivets around the rim of the face, perhaps. He pushed them, but nothing had happened. On a watch, they might be dials for adjusting the date or time, but on this bracelet, they did nothing. Junpei was at a loss. What was he going to do? Growing more desperate, he began to tug at it. However... damn! It's no good. Damn thing won't come off. A steel ring ran from the face around Junpei's wrist and back into the face. He wouldn't be pulling the bracelet off any time in the near future. What the hell's the deal with this thing? Frustration and desperation were beginning to mix as the reality of the situation began to dawn fully on Junpei. So much was happening, and none of it made sense. Junpei felt as though he were about to explode. Where am I? And why the hell am I here? Why? Why? What the hell happened to me? Okay. Flashbacks of a strange person. It was at that moment that he noticed the window. The window was round, rimmed in rivet brass, like a window from an early 20th century ship. What? Wait, am I in a ship? Junpei walked slowly towards the window. You could see nothing beyond it but thick and impenetrable darkness. Junpei squinted, trying to see something, anything. It was at that moment... oh shit. What the? You gotta be kidding me! Oh yeah, fuck, you gotta be kidding me too. What the hell is going on here? Oh, Junpei's my spirit animal, I think. A crack split the glass of the window, and for a moment, Junpei stared at it. Then the window burst, and water began to pour into the room. What the hell? God damn it! This stuff will never end! Junpei yelled and spun around. His feet slipping on the water already coming through the window, he ran for the door. That's what I'd be doing, trying to figure a way out of here. Hey! Anyone! Is there anyone there? Come on, if you're there, say something! There was no reply. As Junpei screamed and pounded on the door, the water began to rise. Oh shit. It was now ankle deep on the floor and rising quickly towards his knees. Things were not looking good for Junpei. Not good at all. He needed to find a way out, and quickly. Junpei ran a hand across his forehead, brushing the sweat out of his eyes, and looked around the room. Oh. Seek a way out. Or die. Okay. Operations during escape. During escape, you can move to different parts of the room by touching the bottom screen. Good to know. Since many areas require very exact selection, we recommend you use the stylus. Also good to know. Now, during escape, you can touch the background to search anywhere in the room. Areas you can investigate will be highlighted yellow the moment you touch them. Alright, so just touch the screen all over. Depending on the nature of the location you touch, you might find an item or a hint. Begin searching by touching places on the bottom screen. Now you can also move by pressing that triangle icon on the bottom screen. Doing so will change the viewing angle of the room and move you to a different location. You can do the same thing by pressing left or right and down on the directional pad, or control pad. Bird's eye view. If you want to know where you are, touch the X on the camera icon on the bottom. Also good to know. This will show you where you are and what direction you're facing. Saving during escape. Press start will allow you to save. If you want to quit, we recommend pressing start. Good to know. Well, the purpose of each escape is to get out of the room. Well, no shit. The water's filling up of water, or the room's filling up of water. We couldn't have guessed that. How you do that depends on the room. You'll need to search all throughout the room to discover what you need to do to get out. Search for hints and items that may help you find a way out. Okay, good to know. It's a pipe! I know! I'll crawl into the pipe and find a way out. Junpei isn't George Shrinks, he can't fit into that. There's nobody here to make fun of my lame jokes. Man, this sucks. Oh, maybe I shouldn't be making jokes in this situation. Water just keeps pouring through the window. It's like a waterfall. I don't think shoving something into the window is going to stop the water. In other words, if I don't want to die, I need to find a way out of this room. I have to figure this out, damn it. A bulletin board. Looks like someone put a note on it. About items. During escape, investigating certain parts of the room will allow you to obtain items, as you just said, game. Once you've obtained an item, you'll be able to go to it in the item screen. Touching L item on the top left will take you to the item screen. While on the item screen, you will be able to investigate. Hold and combine items that you found. That's also good to know. If you want to investigate an item you found, touch the icon for that item in the item screen, and then touch the search in the top right corner of the bottom screen. Good to know. Okay, it's a pattern of sorts, I guess. We have triangles, both colored and non-colored, and we have an arrow. I have no idea what that might be for yet. Maybe we'll get some more items that'll piece this together for us. Okay, so we can just return to the room after. That makes sense. We need to be able to look at said items to figure this out. Oh, and at the bottom left, it shows that we're holding the item. Oh, that's good to know. We only have the one item, though. Wait, that load up? Is that something as well? Oh, it's a picture of the ship. It kind of looks like the ship we're on, too. It's all bolted together, and so it's just like a standard picture frame. Okay. Looks kind of metalish. Doesn't seem like there's anything hidden on the sink. This is only the only drain in the room. Well, that's not enough to keep that water from, sinking us. And then us drowning in here. That would be terrible. There's a pair of simple chairs next to the table. The water's already up to the chair. Damn it, I have to hurry. A kettle. Anything in here? Well, looks like it's my lucky day. A key? Yeah, that's a little blue key in the bottom of this pot. That's kind of odd. There should be some purpose that they're blue. Okay, out we go. There's an old pot on top of the stove. This is the door to the stove. Well, it opens easily enough. Sure wish the door to get out of here was that easy to open. Then we wouldn't be in this predicament. Well, that solves the mystery of whether or not the stove has been used before. What's this? It looks red. A screwdriver? Oh, I have an idea. Combining items. Okay, that cements my idea, thanks to the tutorial game. If you take two items you found and combine them, you may turn them into something else. To do this, select an item on the item screen and touch the X combine part on the top, and then select a second item and touch combine. Okay, I get the gist of it, game. Alrighty, good to know. What's this? Oh, it's a closet. There's some hangers on the pole. I guess we can't use them for anything. And a briefcase? There's a lock on this briefcase. It won't budge. Let's see if there's anything in the keyhole. Oh! Okay. So we need a code and a key. I can assume that it's a color key with a chest, maybe. That would make sense. There's one right there as well. So all there is to really do is look around. And hopefully this confirms my suspicions. It doesn't matter what I do, this thing won't budge. I guess it's locked. Is this one just like the red briefcase? It fucking is. Okay, I have an idea what I need to do. First and foremost, let's go into the items screen. The game already kind of pointed this out for us. Well, the screwdriver got those screws off easily enough, and here's the picture. It's a picture of the ship. Aha! That has something to directly do with this. I can only assume. Feel the color of these briefcases and the color of those triangles is the key here. I keep looking till the cows come home, but I'm gonna find nothing up here. Damn it! Isn't there anything else I can use? Okay, yeah, well, we can keep looking there, but nothing will happen from it. Okay, it's a mirror? And there's the red key, so we're close enough now. Still not enough to go on, though. Junpei grabbed the key and shoved it into his pocket. He intended to leave immediately, but something stopped him. His reflection stared back at him from the mirror, but he had scarcely recognized himself. What's up with my face? His confusion was well justified. His face was drawn and pale, and the dark circles under his eyes made him look as though he were nearly dead. Man, what the hell happened to me? How did I end up here? Even as he said it, something in his mind opened and a memory bobbed to the surface. It was the last thing Junpei remembered before waking up in this strange room. It was past midnight when he came home. Junpei shuffled up the stairs and opened the door to apartment 201. Inside was his apartment, a small one-bedroom affair that ran him about $630 a month. Not too shabby these days if that's all inclusive. He moved into it when he entered college, and so far he'd been there for 3 years and 7 months now. He stepped inside and turned on the lights. The fluorescent lights on the ceiling blinked and flickered slowly to life, as if waking from a deep slumber. Their cold light illuminated the landscape he'd come home to so many times before. Everything was as he left it. The magazines piled up in the corner, the textbooks collecting dust, the CD cases covering the floor, the jeans and t-shirt he'd worn the day before, then tossed onto the floor as well. There was one thing that didn't belong, however. There was a breeze. Breaths of cold night air wafted into his apartment, carrying the smells of autumn with them. The white curtain framing his window swayed gently in the wind. Huh, that's weird. Did I leave that open? Junpei walked towards the window, trying to remember if he'd closed or not before he left. One of the panes was hanging open. He stuck his head out and looked around. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary. Junpei shrugged. He must have just left it open earlier. He closed the window. Then it happened. Oh no. Fast men are never good. Junpei turned and found himself face to mask with a man dressed all in black. The man wore a deep hood and a bulky gas mask. His face was entirely hidden. Junpei tried to scream, but all he could manage was a strangled croak. He tried to step forward towards the man, but his leg could no longer support his weight. What's that sound? Junpei collapsed to the floor, a crumpled heap of limbs like a discarded puppet. That explains the gas mask, then. Too late, he noticed the white smoke that was quickly filling his apartment. A small object, shaped distressingly like a grenade, sat on the floor in front of his face, hissing. The white smoke poured out at an incredible rate. Smoke had grown so thick that the details of Junpei's apartment began to fade into the white haze. He could feel his mind begin to fade as well, a white haze that was not the smoke creeping into the edges of his vision, as if to engulf it. Consider this a privilege. You have been chosen. A rasping voice wormed its way out of the gas mask. Oh, perfect. It was cold and harsh and distorted in some way Junpei couldn't put a finger on. You are going to participate in a game. The nonary game. It is the game where you put your life on the line. Oh, great. What is this, Saw? That was the last thing Junpei remembered. The white smoke overpowered him. The masked man faded from his vision, and he felt his consciousness fall away into the white mist. That's right! That guy with the mask! That son of a bitch must have taken me here! As to who the man was, or might have been, Junpei had no idea. Indeed, he wasn't even sure that the assailant had been a man. Thank you, game! Don't just assume. It's a terrible thing to do. The voice had been cold and mechanical, likely passed through a voice changer, and the body had been covered in a thick cloak, distorting everything. Curves, body shape, even his own voice. Who was the man in the mask? You've been chosen. Junpei remembered that much, but what it might mean, that was beyond him. Junpei had no idea where he was, or why he was there. There was only one thing from his memory that seemed important. You are going to participate in a game. The Nonary game. It's a game where you will put your life on the line. The Nonary game, huh? What the hell is a Nonary game? God damn it! With a yell, Junpei drove his fist into the mirror, still just as confused as before. I don't blame him. No, we haven't searched these beds yet. Well, I can reach this bunk. Might as well look through it. Huh? Damn! Nothing here. I can't bring myself to call this a bed. It feels like a board of a sheet on it. It's pretty flat. Well, flat as justice. Ooh, another one. Okay. I have a rough idea of what's going on here then. A very rough idea, so I think I have an idea how to get to those chests now. Has something to do with these keys. They're color-coded in those things. Along with, if we look in the items, let's double check here. Okay, so if we go for the blue one first, we're looking at... Let's go for the red one first. Filled in, 7, 4, 7, 4, 6. Oh wait, that's the wrong one, so it's 7, 4. Eight, 6. Okay, let's go for the red one first and see how that works out. It appears to be 8, 5 actually. Okay, let's try that. Key, where are you? Red key. Alright, let's stick that red key in there. It's not opening. In fact, it's not doing anything at all. Alright, I take that back. I guess I can move the dial now. So it looks like I'm gonna have to put the right numbers in and then turn the key. I do that, this thing should pop right open. Let's give it a shot. Minigames. Oh, here's a tutorial. I have a rough idea of how to play this minigame. Just tell me that I can do it all through the bottom screen and I may have to manipulate stuff. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, so what I remember is 7, 4, 8, 5. Did I hear a satisfying click? Yes! I unlocked it! It's opening. Cards? A stack of red key cards. Okay. Well, we did see that we had a card reader. Let's try them out real quick. These cards have numbers on them. Pretty sure this is where I'm supposed to use them. Alright, let's slide this card and see if it works. And... Oh, they have numbers on them. Oh, it's not working. Why? Damn it. Do I need some other cards to get this to work? Shit, I have to find these cards now. Right. That means there's probably a code to them then. We do have the other key, but I need to quickly examine this quick. 0. Nope, I wasn't done looking there. Well, if I can stop clicking out of the menu, that'd be nice. 2. The arrow helps a lot. Make things come to quitter real quick. 3. Okay. I have an idea of what I need to put in here. Let's try this again. Oh, this blue key works. Oh yeah, I have to put that in, don't I? Alright, let's see what happens if I put the blue key in the keyhole. And nothing. I guess I'm gonna need some sort of code for the dial. Well, that's per the last one. Oh my god, is it really telling me again? Damn it, game. Okay, so with the blue one, I need to get a 0 going. Oh, come on. Okay, and then 2, 6, 3. Okay. I heard a satisfying click. We're good. All right, let's see if these numbers work. I turned the key and hey, it looks like it's working. Yes. All right, let's open it up. Yes. Red book. It opened. Looks like there's something in here. What is this? A file? File screen. If you find any documents or notes during the escape, the information on them will be available from the file screen. To open the file screen, touch R in the top right bottom of the screen. Once the file screen is open, okay, you can use a directional pad. You can also search the contents of the files selected will be displayed on the upper screen. Cool. It's good to know. All right, let's see what's in this file. Digital root. Let's see here. Compute a digital root with the following steps. First, add all the numbers in question to one another. If you end up with something greater than a single-digit number, add the digits to 1. Another. For instance, if you have a double-digit number, add the number in the tens place to the number in the ones place. Keep adding digits in this manner until you have a single-digit answer. Well, that's easy enough. The final single digit is your digital root. EX, the digital root of 6, 7, 8 would be 6 plus 7 plus 8 equals 21 plus 2 plus 1 equals 3. Therefore, the digital root of 6, 7, 8 is 3. The digital root of 1, 2, 3, 4 would be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals 10 plus, yeah, okay, I get it, yep. Okay, yeah, I get it, I see. So, I just keep adding numbers until I get a single-digit number. Oh, looks like there's something on the back of this thing. A notebook, a pen, a calculator, and a stack of blue cards, huh? Oh, that's good. New material has been added. Calculator. That calculator screen can be used during escape or during a novel sequence. Luckily, I'm fairly good at math, but a calculator always comes in handy. Can't complain one bit. So the calculator and the number on the top are your calculations and the number on the bottom are your answer. The calculator can also calculate a digital root, which will be important to the progression of the story. Well, damn right it will be. Especially if you're going to be using the digital roots a lot. Damn it! Not again. There aren't any more cards in here. I've only got one other hint. Of course, the files. The file said something about a digital root. A digital root. The digital root, huh? What am I supposed to do with... There's a 5 on that door. Do I have to get a digital root of 5? I'm not really sure about this. Whatever, it's worth a shot. Let's see if this works. I'll just slide the cards that give me the digital root of 5 through the reader. Operating instructions. Touch 3 cards to select them. Okay, that's simple enough. Okay, so we have a couple cards here. Doing a bit of mental math. I think I have an idea here. Ah, there we go. That's a digital root of 5. Cool. We get it? Alright, I think it's gonna work. There we go. That's a new noise. Huh? Did it just unlock? Well, thank fuck. Now I can get out of here. Well, that light was red, now it's blue. No doubt about it. There's nothing keeping me in here now. Time to go. You say that now, but just run. The water, it's coming. I don't want to die in here. Oh, that is eerie. Reminds me of Resident Evil. You found it. You found it. Escape successful. Accompanied by a wall of angry water, Junpei shot out of the room and into the opposing wall. Ouch. Gasping to catch his breath, he looked around. He was in a narrow hallway. The water that had followed him out of the room was rapidly pouring on, or out of the door. It flowed quickly down the hallway and slammed to the front of the short flight of stairs. Just 5 steps, in fact. At the top of this short staircase. A door! Another door! Holy fuck, I hope this one's not locked. Junpei leapt up to the stairs, straight for the door. The door burst open, and Junpei exploded out of it, only to freeze in his tracks. What other possible response could there have been to what he saw? What the hell? His voice trailed off, and all he could do was stare. A polished floor stretched out before him, ornate staircases rising up from the edge, each one of them equidistant from the others. The stairs and pillars were solid wood, and Art Nouveau embellishments and decorations covered the walls and pillars. It looked nothing so much as the entrance to a luxurious mansion from the early 1900s. Junpei couldn't help but to wonder, was he really in a ship? Anyhow, Meisters, that's where we'll leave it off for today. As always, if you did enjoy the video, please do leave a like to show your support. If you would like more Shinigami shenanigans just like today's, ensure to join the Academy for more videos just like this one. Anyhow, Meisters, we'll see you next time on 999.